Check, check, check. Okay. We're giving this another try. So, I had some audio issues. Very distracting. And, excuse me. Back up again. Back up, streaming anyway. But, I connected my Bluetooth headphones, and I started hearing, like, a neighbor's television, which is really strange. And then my audio started messing up on me. My mouse, oddly enough, started also messing up on me. So it was really, not a great, not a great series of events if you're trying to stream, and it's really, really distracting. So let's see. I will try to be aggressive here. And what time is it? No, I'll leave that. Leave that alone. So I'm just looking at the hourly. We are definitely bearish on the hourly. Ideally, I'd like this to get stab at VWAP right before it closes and then flush, right? Because the only thing I don't like about that is that the 15-minute structure would break. You just hit the 38% retracement. If we punch through that, then this is a good little short area. Okay. So yeah, now I want it to get up there because I want that VWAP rejection. Come on, buddy. Let's do it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Get up there. Come on. Come on. You can do it. A little tappy tap. Come on, little tappy tap. There you go. Only thing that sucks about this is, you really have to let it kind of play out. So, hopefully we'll get some decent retracement off of that. It won't keep on shooting higher. See, I don't like this 15-minute structure, but I'm gonna try and stick with the hourly structure on this and get some nice, hopefully get some nice rejection. Let's see where we finish on the hour. This could. So this is the big danger here, is that this could just completely end my day. This would be the last trade of the day, but we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. I'll scale off some. Add a 38.2 retracement spot. See, do I go with the breakout spot down here, which you can see is keeping that, or I guess it would come down to here to take my first tiny bit of profit off of that, and then I could roll up my stop pretty tight if we get there. Still buyers. This 50% fib retracement is holding up. A nice correlation with the VWAP. And if we punch through, then that's it. Yeah, we punch through. We still have one more VWAP to go here, but if I can exit gracefully, I will. With the 21 EMA on the 15. Let's see. Yeah, there's overnight VWAP. Nice rejection on that. I'm trying to keep in mind a bigger picture here. So, yeah, it might come up and just end my day. The 50% is, let's see. Let me think of, like, this is an area. This is an area where it'd absolutely be wrong, right? And I'm trying to be a little bit patient here. Come Come on, man. Whew, a lot of pain. But on the 15-minute, I find that the 50 EMA typically holds some resistance. So if nothing else, I should, air quotes there, should be able to exit gracefully off of this. Yeah, you can see down here that 50 EMA on the 15. Gosh, that's such a good spot. This will be a good. I mean, this could, if I can get out of this, then this could be this could evolve into a very good day. I can already tell off of this, because if we just continue to get chop around this area, hopefully closing down here on this candle below VWAP. Let's see, we have a couple minutes left. Just let it play out. I don't want to. It's like I don't want to abandon this, right? If my target on this is to come all the way back down to POC, for instance, then I don't want to abandon this position up here. So I will give it time. Okay, there we go. So that's looking a lot better. I can probably shave off a few down here.
You win.
Roll my stop
Perfect.
on the remaining up to here. That's actually been, I'm putting that up there because I'm not in a position of strength. Like I haven't financed a wide stop yet, So a lot of that getting out down here, just lightening up my position some is just due to the fact that I haven't had like a really strong morning here. So I'm just, I do keep my P&L in mind. A lot of traders say, don't do that. Don't keep your P&L in mind, right? But I just find you need a combination of the two. You can't just go all day long and ignore your P&L. What is the link for this?
You win. Perfect. You win. Perfect. You win. Perfect. You win.
Is this monitoring? Is this monitoring? Is this monitoring? Is this monitoring? Huh. 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 Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. All right, there shouldn't be any echo because I'm getting 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 echo because I'm it's fucking distractions. 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 It's fucking distractions.
You win. Perfect. 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 You. You win. Perfect. 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 You win. You lose. You lose. You lose. You lose. You lose. You lose. You lose.
Okay, so we're attempting to get out of IB. So we're attempting to get out of IB. So we're attempting. Something's still going on with my audio. Maybe that's what it is. Is that what it is? Ah! Fucking figured it out. It's just because I was looking on YouTube and I had the YouTube audio was turned on, so that was what gave me that weird feedback. So we are on this 15-minute envelope from the 200 MA. So it's finding a little bit of support. There's also some long time support going back on the chart. That's what this purple thing is. I can get rid of that since we've already gone through it. This is just my color that I use for IB. And if we're going to trend here, I don't want to, because I've had a problem rolling my stop too early, right? But I will look to scalp, and this will be my new anchor point off that. As you can see, the 38.2 worked there. My only concern is that because this is a very long-term area of support, that we might, as you can see, get some buyers, some stop orders, whatever, down here. But that's buying pressure now. Let's take a look and see what the day implies as far as the internals go. Okay, yeah, you can see we came up to IB here, and then we rejected IB, so that's good. It's good for my short position. I'm still going to keep my stop past this area here. I like it because structurally it's past structure, and it's also past that IB zone. If we do get back into this IB zone, I'm going to get rid of that. Then I don't hold a lot of hope for any immediate trend down. In fact, I'd expect a lot of fuckery all the way back to VWAP. And looking at the day, I'm gonna bet actually that there's a lot more turmoil in the day, right? Because you have a lot of after such a big institutional cleaning house yesterday. Yeah, look at that.
You lose.
Yeah, there we go. Still, not a bad day. 68 points. There are definitely some weak sequences in there, and I definitely on the streaming side got really distracted earlier. For like I mentioned, some reason I turned on my Bluetooth headphones, and normally there's not a problem with that, but I turned on the Bluetooth headphones. All of a sudden, my mouse shit on me, where it just crapped out. And then my audio disappeared. My computer froze because it said something about the audio, and it fixed itself, but then it didn't really come back correctly. So very, very distracted by that. Oh yeah, of course, look. Yeah, stops. Comes up by one tick and then fails. So good for you. Good for you, NQ. Punishing people like me who are being too aggressive with their stops, But this whole area is just not. It's just not an area that I'd want to take trades, right? It's okay to have a bias on this, but you really have to just pick your bias on it and go with it, right? So on this, like if I were biased long coming all the way back to VWAP, I don't know. I'd give that a try. If we tapped higher again, then I would probably think that this is ready to break out, because you'd be back into IB. This would count as just a poke of IB, and even though I have this long down here at like 25, because I think at 25, 23 is a buy area, right? I'm totally expecting the like a Friday. Fridays, yeah, look at that. It's coming back up in. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. But Fridays, we're not seeing any kind of strong conviction in the market, right? As far as participation goes, we are just a little bit low. We are definitely bearish though on the hourly. So overall, I'd want to take bearish trades. So I'd definitely just consider any long position. Free positions only, right? So literally, if this broke out and then got up to like here, right? Then I'd instantly have my stops rolled up and ready right down there. Yeah, to take it. Because overall, I'm gonna want the obvious, the bearish day going along with this hourly candle. I don't know. We haven't broken the low. Well, I guess we did break it by a tick. We haven't accelerated past that, so it found some buyers down in there, and that's my main concern for now, is that it might have to reload before attempting, and there's a lot of time that can play out. Okay, so now we're in this.
You win.
Yeah, there we go. So now I can
Perfect.
roll up my stop, right, and it should maintain. It should maintain over this area. Yeah. Let's look at some bigger levels here to watch out for. 38 has some structure and correlation going on with that. So if it hits that 38, then I'm going to be aggressive with my stop and come back over, because this isn't a strong entry, right? This is a breakout play. I fucking hate breakout plays. I just don't like them, right? When you get down here, it's like you have a stop. You can be a little bit more conservative with your stop, right? So you can come in and you can say, oh, okay, well, we had a breakout right here, and I'm going to roll my stop, right? This should maintain. If we're going to head higher, it should maintain. This little spot, right? And if we're not going to head higher, then no harm done. Grabbed a couple points.
You lose.
Yeah, there you go. Came too far back for me. So yeah, and there you go. Looks like it found some sellers again. This is we are technically over IB, right? We're technically over IB, which is this zone right here. So there is a chance that we could come all the way back here, right? I deleted this. Sorry if I sound teachy, by the way. I think it's just because I'm good. I'm good, and by a lot of traders' definitions, I'm successful because I day trade. I day trade for a living, right? So by a lot of traders' standards, that's the goal. That's it. But after you're in it, then there's a whole other world of things that you have to work on, right? And a lot of that's just your big market read. So I might call it a day here. Might try to find a good short op and just let it ride, But what I'd want to do first is let this next hourly candle open. We are opening below this area, so that's a really good sign for bears, right? You can kind of see that this lower end of the 15-minute envelope, right? It's kind of correlates with a bunch of other stuff, but timing-wise, it's interesting that it also timing-wise lines up with that. So everyone, a lot of people would just say, hey, it's not these lines that make a difference. It's these horizontal things, right? But the lines, surprisingly enough, is timing mechanisms. Anytime you see a diagonal anything on a chart that's not perfectly horizontal, it's just a timing mechanism, right? Damn, I am getting teachy. Let's just think about me. I'm just gonna think about me. How did I do today? generally weak performance. Just another day at the office. Rolling stops, patience, and trade size. Those have been the big working things earlier. I am happy about this. So back here, you remember I put on six contracts, went against me quite a bit, actually. Put my stops up here. But the general idea there was overall, I'm risking. Overall, I was risking this, right, to come back down into this area. Oops. Sorry, I changed something because I don't normally do drawing after drawing. Changed it so that it automatically comes back. So this was an acceptable amount of risk, and I even got some bonus out of that last contract down there. So this trade, and added. So I like that. I got the add up here. I think, did I get this one? I don't think I got that one. I don't think I got that add. They got stopped out down here. So that entire sequence, from up here to down there, I would rate that pretty highly. I would also rate that add right here as a good thing as well. What else? Fibonacci use. I'll give myself an A there. I used them exactly how I normally plan out my Fibonacci's. Trend line and value zone use also good. Was frustrating in the overnight how this just barely missed an entry long there. Obviously, if you're buying out of balance, it comes back into balance. That creates a much easier stop and trade management than if you are scalping along the way, and that's a good thing to keep in mind. So once you get into, on this trade, once we came back into this area, right? I can't run wide stops, right? I have to be very scalpy, and I just kind of have to hope that something lasts, right? So that's why that's all very difficult. Then we finally got up to a reference point, which was the in the overnight. That reference point was that right here. Yeah, it was right here. This hour candle actually starts at 8, so this actually came into this relatively quickly, I think. Yeah. So this is before 9. So this top before was right here. So before that, this candle top right there also gave me a really good position. But we were approaching the first 30 minutes before open, so I needed to be a little stingy with my profit taking because there's so much fuckery involved. And right before the bell. So I couldn't even count on a VWAP retracement, right? I was just like, all right, I'll just take it just in case there's some crazy pre-bell like takeoff launch, right? I don't want to get completely stopped out of that. And it did come up back up and over that. We had a bunch of noise here. Stayed out of this, I think, mainly because that's when I had the audio issues with the computer. And I was trying to weigh, do I restart or do I look for opportunity? And then finally I was like, fuck it, I'll restart, right? So that's that. Missed this entry, but I can't really fault myself on that just because of all this noise here. The chances were that normally you don't just shoot through some value like this, and we did. So I thought that if we did come in, that I would look for coming back in and then a reject of value of this temporary value, and then that it would do one of these sequences where you're just like down in, maybe bounce off of this, maybe find some noise up here, and then either create a failure point back into it or come down, bounce, and then microstructure failure point to get in. long story short, I expected a lot more to happen before this rollover, right? But instead, nope. Just sell it, right? So that's just what we got here. I took the audio was off. I took a big loss right around here, right? Because it just went straight through that. Normally the open price, normally there's an open price thing where I looked at this and I was like, okay, I'll come in here, I'll turn this into a free trade because again, we're inside this area, for a long. So I'll turn it into a free trade. And then if it comes back up through this for more chop, then I'll go ahead and re-add, on a retest of like this area around VWAP, and maybe we'll maybe that would be the scenario for not turning into a bullish day, but the scenario for possibly coming up and hitting the 50 EMA on over here. I would, anything could happen, but typically Fridays, especially after trendy Thursday, I found they turn into chop days. They turn into chop days because you have a bunch of people who have stars in their eyes and dollar signs, thinking like, oh, well, Thursday was just so monumentally huge that Friday is going to open and we're just going to off to the races, right? And that could still happen, right? Because we could still get some really strong selling here. But I will say, for at least for these first 2 hours here on Friday, you have these solid bodies. Look at that, solid bodies, right? And here we are on Friday. You have a big tail here. You have a big tail here. You could have another big tail put in, but the idea there is that the bodies aren't taking up a lot of space here. So yes, I'm bearish. Yes, I'm the probabilities are on the bearish side for this trade. If anything, I just think we're going to get a lot of noise first. So it could be a while before we see continuation, or it could just be full of shit and this thing could just completely die right away, right? This is a good form. This is a good form. It's just this is what I would think of as it's trying to work through those who have a lot of long positions, because now they're getting a little bit worried, like, oh shit, like it's not coming up as much. I'm not able to exit gracefully from yesterday. My long positions, fuck, what do I do, right? So they're unloading on that. Still higher probability to the short side. I personally hate breakout trades, so I'm not going to trade this. I'd rather this, if there are longs, the story would be, well, maybe you clear out the longs, maybe they shit themselves and are like, oh no, everything is into the world, I'm going to lose all this money. It's going to keep on going against me, right? Right, and then just shoot all the way back to VWAP, turn into a nothing day. Right, I could totally see that happening, and as far as like higher probability on a Friday, I'd rather let this shit come all the way back up to ETH VWAP way up here, right, and then throw on a big position like six contract short off of that, then I'd unload some at this VWAP, roll my stop tight, and then let this play back out all over again, right? Probably coming all the way back down to at least here, that would be the plan for that. This does look good. Oh yeah, look at that. That was quick. Woo! That was real quick. Yeah. On these flash moves, even if you had a short there, this happened to me last week, I think, or on Monday or something like that. So even if you have your order here, you suddenly get pushed because these fill so fast that your computer doesn't catch up. So you actually only have like a short down here and you're losing money, right? So that's good. When I see this though, this to me, and I'm just explaining my thoughts, this to me just seems like proof, right? This to me just, we broke here. This just seems like proof. So this isn't something where I'm like, oh shit, I gotta chase this, right? Just seems like proof. So I'd rather this, this is like proof to the market. Okay, it's short. All right, cool. We went up in IB, tested IB, we failed. Now Now you have this range. So if I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna wait for this this next retracement off of this, and boom, boom. Probably take something like that. You know, I can get rid of this. We have now broken that. I will keep IB there because IB is a good reference point. Oh wow, it's really moving, really moving. Yeah, normally, like I said, I just don't like breakout trades. They're usually harder to manage because they, you know, if you don't get something like this right away, then most of the time you look at a chart. Here's a breakout trade that didn't get very far. You know, here's technically kind of a breakout trade that didn't get very far at all, right? So most breakouts are fading opportunities. This one though, wow, that is just going. That is just going. So probably gonna get down to Woody's. $10 in. Another thing I hate about this sort of stuff, we finally have a good looking body on a candle, even though we're like 10 minutes into this, is that you have this cadence to charts where the first, you know, the last 10 minutes of the hour and the first 10 minutes of the hour, you have a lot of movement, and then for 20 to 40 minutes, you know, after that print is put in, you just have a lot of fuckery happening. It just goes nowhere, right? So timing wise, I do like the last 10 minutes of like half hour and hourly candles get into trades. That's why I'm kind of avoiding this, because I don't. There's no easy way to manage this kind of volatility. And you'll notice I'm still keeping that long order there. All I need off of that long order, right? Not all I need, but they're such good high probability trades, and I do have some to finance off of this that. To me, you know, the reaction of Woody's is usually at least 10 points, right? Usually you get 10 points off of it, and this is what I'm talking about. You know, like if I'm on this thinking like, oh shit, I gotta get into this. You know, maybe I would get in here and watch this shit come all the way up to that area to like stop out people who are like, oh no, you know, I gotta get in on this this chase trade. I gotta really run after it, you know, throw some volume on. Just don't be that guy or gal. That's what I would say to that. It's actually hard for me to talk about trading without sounding teachy, you know. I don't know why. If anyone else here live streams, then maybe you can tell me. Is it just natural? Is it just natural to be like, okay, you know, I sound like I'm teaching when I live stream. I actually don't like it. It's kind of annoying. I generally hate the that kind of like authority. You know, of being like, oh, this guy's knows what he's talking about. I better hold him to it. You know, I don't like that. So we're slowing down. That's always good to see. Slowing down. Still weak retracements. You know, if you're getting to a significant point, you want to see the market kind of tapping the brakes a little bit. Nice on Friday though. Nice that the hourly held up here. That open here. Wow. Just opened the new 60-minute candle and boom, straight down. Straight down on that. I will follow this with some something like that. This IB, I can get rid of IB. Let's just remember that it's 65, 68. I can remember that. That doesn't correlate. This does correlate. So it looks like the anchor is the breakout point up here, right? So on this, I probably would, because the 38 held, and the next thing to test would be the 68, right? It just depends on when it wants to get there. This is actually surprisingly still holding up on the tick chart. So not too shabby, right? We'll also use that. Again, there's the we talk. I'll also use that. Fucking A. Okay. Yeah, this could be creating some structure. I'd rather it have a really long and drawn out thing. So we're at 10:15. Mentioned this before. You do get a lot of fuckery after that first 10 minutes of a new hour candle or half hour candle sometimes. You know, so this shit could come all the way back, right? And I for now anyway, I'd be watching out for any kind of like drastic buying pop up there, you know. So I'm just gonna follow this line. Just keep it simple, follow that line, follow the trend, and just keep shorting off of it. You know, if there's Fibonacci confluence, even better. I would rather this kind of fill in. I would rather this fill in this sort of area, right? So maybe we get here. Maybe we get some more fuckery. Maybe we get down to like here, for instance. Oh no, it could just keep on going. It does have a nice correlation down there, and I'll put in 2. I'll put in 2. We can get to a relatively tight stop, and if that takes away a huge chunk of my profit today, then so be it. So there's that. Yeah, it's going for it. It's going for it. You gonna bite? You gonna bite? Get rid of that. Yeah. So the idea would be Woodies would hit, and then we'd probably come back to the 38.2 area of that breakout. You know, so I just have my orders ready to go, and I'll keep one runner, one runner on there just in case.
You lose.
Woo! Right through it. Right through it. Usually there's a really good reaction off of Woodies, but we just shot right through it. You know? So that might have been too aggressive. Watch it finish back up over. Yeah. Yeah. I won't give up on it yet. We'll see. We'll see if this thing pops. Yeah, not liking it. We're on the last 20 minutes though, so, or last 10 minutes of this hour, so could get something later. But
You lose.
yeah. Well, I think I'll call it a day. 43 points. I'm not going to knock myself for that last trade because Woody's there's usually such a consistent reaction off of them that I'll do that every single time. I don't care, because I'll take that 10 point most of the time. What is a 10 point reaction off of this? Now this whole thing is accelerating, so I will look for retracement. I still am not willing to take a chase trade here. Yeesh. Wonder what ES is like right now. Yeah, ES is down 0.6, right? So we're twice as much happening here in NQ. Yeah, there's that accelerated line here. Come on. Come on. Ah, geez. Yep. Watch this be like the worst time to take a short. Yeah. I do have this Woody's resistance, so that should help a little bit. Come on. Get down there. What are we looking at? Looking like on the 5. Might have a ton of air on the 5. Oops. I gotta get rid of these scrolling things. Yeah. Man. That is what I get. That's what I get. A little bit of a buying tail on the 5. Got some air on the 15. Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. See if we can just build a little volume, little resistance up here underneath this 50% retracement area. Yeah. Let this expend itself. Get back to this this line up here. Play a little liquidity provider game. Yeah, I have Woody's. They're called Pivot Formula 3 on Sierra chart, and I'm still on the fence on which Woody's I should use. I do see a good reaction off of Woody's in Woody's in Sierra chart. Although I have noticed that it's usually like a couple points. The bounce usually comes a couple of points higher. Because this is what I'm talking about. You get this strong reaction, you get like a quick 10-point move, right? And that's usually what Woody's are good for. So that's why I loaded in for contracts, because it's just so reliably. It just happens so reliably and so often. And now we're in possible breakout again, but we'll see. We'll see. A lot of fuckery happens here. So a new half-hour candle is about to open. We could get more sideways fuckery here. So it could just play out for a while. And this is what I'm talking about when I mention the whole last 10 minutes of a half hour, or there's like these 20-minute things, right? I guess you could divide up the chart in these 20-minute things. So 20-minute like periods where there are better chances, but typically I found that after the like 9:10, or after 9:40 or something like that, there's these like 10-minute periods where it's just not a good idea to try and take breakout trades or big move trades, right? Yeah, so watch this shit try and come all the way back up here. I just want to get it to this this line here. Usually when there's a trend line on a tick chart, my theory there is that it's because so few people do it. My theory there is that it's more an institutional thing, right? Because since institutional machines are tracking more along the lines of orders and trades and volume, I think that this actually correlates pretty well with that. And of course we're on the short side here, so I'm willing to take a bigger position on that. Okay, we're kind of in this area. Start building it. You know, if my goal is to get further down here, I'm not going to be, you know, looking to get like precise. If I can get within a few points of that, then great.
You win. Perfect.
Okay, that's one. I think what's going to happen here is we're going to find a little bit of a bounce down here, and then should probably come all the way back up. Let's move that down a little bit.
You win. Perfect. You lose.
Huh. Only 40 points on the day. I'm going to take that as a sign. Take that as a sign just because it seems, when you're like trading, you ever get to that point where you just start to see the same P&L over and over again? And I feel like 40 has been my orbit today. So not a giant day. Not a giant day for me. I don't know. Normally, I'm better on like choppy days than choppy periods and days that follow a certain sequence. For the last couple weeks, I've noticed that after we get these like big trends after the first like hour and a half or so happen, and normally I expect the market to trend really strongly in one direction or another for that first hour or so, and then kind of like settle into nothing. And we've kind of like gotten to the habit of trending when I don't expect it. This day, I can't really say that that's the case here. These last 2 days, I guess you can just count on some nice breakouts. This thing up here, maybe I should be a little more receptive to break out at the right time of the day. This is just a very clean sequence all the way down, and now we're in this like chop. So
You lose. You lose. You win. Perfect.
And, I feel like I can reliably count on some stop running down here on the monthly. So let's be slightly aggressive with this. Let's be slightly aggressive. Let's try this out. Yeah, I know. Come on. Get up there. Trying to build a position. Let's finance this trade. Come on. Get down there. Ah, geez. Yeah, that's what I get. Let me get these out of the way. Because we are in a very bearish day, so I don't, I'm not going to bail just quite yet. Or you could just, on my first live stream day, you could just watch me. You could just witness me make the worst trades ever. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, it's getting some buying down there, so that's actually not good. Not good for me. I guess maybe there's a ton of long stop liquidity right below there, or a lot of buy orders maybe right below there. Who knows? But this is just one of those things where, in general, if you're going to be wrong, then you want to be wrong on short trades today, right? Because if you wait long enough, you'll probably have a chance to exit gracefully off of this. So I know I have bad entries on this. I'm not really looking to hold. Yeah, that's just a bad setup. Look, there's that 40 again, right? So we'll look for something, right? I just need some sort of something a little bit more disciplined here. Okay, I'll try a breakout. I hate breakout trades. There we go. Got it. Let's go. One more, and that'll finance the trade. No? Oh, jeez, you suck. Okay. Yeah, we're in it now, all right? We're in it. Very clean rejection spot there. But I would rather, because the only way I can get into a position from this area is to scalp in. Scalp in for a free position. So I'm not gonna put on like big size on a chase trade. Which is a shame, Let's get something going. Give me something. Give me something. Don't give me that. Yeah. Come on back. Giving you just a reaction here. Come on. Just a reaction. Man. That's just how today is going for me.
You win. Perfect.
Yeah. I just, God, I just hate, trading these types of trades, right? But we'll hold it. We'll see if we'll see if this sticks. I just have one position here. It's gonna have to extend a lot further for me to keep the rest of it.
You lose.
Yeah, 43, 42, 41, 43. Yeah. It's like it's what's haunting me today. Yeah,
You win. Perfect. You win. Perfect. You lose.
Yeah, there it is. Telling you. I cannot escape this today. Yeah, I'm trying to just put on, like, a very solid position. Now there is a little area where we have some resistance right up here, and also that would correlate with the 5-minute. So I will try short again right there, and hopefully this one will stick if it does get up there, right? We are through this, but I've seen that before. Look at that VWAP. It's like way up there. Where is it? VWAP to IB. I do want to be careful of VWAP to IB, because sometimes that creates a nice little magnet for the market. Yeah, we're below it. So the idea there is like, oh, market could come all the way back and reject at IB and then just kind of finish very neutral. Very neutral. So we'll see. It's through this. It's through that, but I've seen that fail before too. So I just don't want to don't want to abandon shorts. I mean, again, this type of day, I would rather be wrong on the short side because more likely than not, it'll allow me opportunity to get out of the trade. So
You win.
I'll be very aggressive
Perfect.
here and just put a very tight stop right there. On that, it's free trade, right? It's free trade, and I need this. So now I need this to come and break to new lows before I'm looking to exit that position. So I have this set up here. If it breaks through that, then that'll be a good little sign, for me. And I'm actually running. I'm running with 2 contracts today. That's opposed like 2 contract entry. That's opposed to a 4 contract entry. I tried a 4 contract entry before on Thinkorswim. Yeah, Thinkorswim Woodies. And you can see that it just didn't give me the response that I liked. The this Woodies in Sierra chart ended up being better. So I've mentioned this before. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence about which one works better. So we'll see. We'll see. I actually don't know why they're different either. I'm wondering if like the VWAP, if Thinkorswim is maybe, I don't know, using like a different timing mechanism. Like maybe it starts on Thinkorswim. Maybe it starts it much earlier. That could be one possibility. So 5 minute on the 8 EMA is offering some pretty good entries for shorts. If we do pop through this, then I would expect to come all the way back up and test the 21 EMA on a 5. Normally, I don't run with a 5 after the first like couple hours of the day, but it actually worked pretty good yesterday, and I like to use just current markets as a barometer. Just use the markets as a barometer. Or just let them, or recent markets as what's the proof of what's working, right? So, yesterday we had this day around, we got this little bounce around this same time frame area. It went down lower, created new structure lows, so I should be able to exit at some point. And then we had this like really, really choppy stuff happening. But you can see the ADMA, ADMA actually did assert itself. And you didn't really get a long off of this until you had two 5-minute candles closing over the 8 EMA, right? Or a candle making a second candle, like the first candle closes over, and then the second candle would have to break that range. So that's what happened here. Closes over. We finally had a candle break that range, and it triggered, not surprisingly, near the end of the day, triggered a move up. So how about we just do that? I'll just watch for that. Watch for that today. So we haven't actually had a close above. We could still close above, and just check that out. But for now, I totally expect this thing to keep heading lower. Let's play around with this. So first target is 78.25 on this. 78.25. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. So we broke on that. Probably re-enter on or add on the close of this 5-minute candle. Let's make sure that we're not near the end of an hour. So yeah, we should be good. And I have enough capital to finance that add, so we're good. It's on a mission. It's on a mission. Now we should break and then find some support to bring it back up, right? but it should not come up above this spot. And ideally, it'll stair step here. It'll come right back down. But again, I'm looking for an add after that 5. Actually, you know, I just want to hold that. Just want to hold that up there. Let's just keep that, you know, because like I said, that's been a theme this week of getting stopped out way too early. So I wouldn't be surprised if I got stopped out right here, and then it just kind of flagged a little bit. And then just like went like 100 points lower, right? And then I'd be like, well, shit. You know, I sacrificed this awesome entry, and I'm fine. I'm actually not looking for long trades, so I'm fine doing nothing but short scalps and trying to add to this position. That is a sexy looking tail on the 15-minute though, right? One of the things that I noticed yesterday is I think we had like a 15-minute we broke by 1 tick and then like completely died. But I'm gonna roll with this idea of getting in on the next candle, right? So let's what do we got from here down to here? Uh-oh. Lost my connection. What's going up? What's going on? Lost my connection. Come on. What do you got? To Sierra chart, by the way, not all this. So we're gonna see a bunch of bars appear. Yeah. Bunch of bars appear there. Great. We'll do a little stair step entry. Off of no. Let's see. Let's try for that entry. All right. Might not give it to me, and that's fine. Yeah, there we go. But you know, even if it comes back there, there should be some reaction. So I can actually do a free position add. So if it comes up there, then I will free position around there, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, free position, maybe around like right there, off of that. And if not, then, you know, as much as I hate to do it, I'll do a breakout. I'll do a breakout trade on this because that's hourly and 5 minutes, and it's just sexy. It's a sexy thing. Multiple time frame breakout. I mean, if you're gonna do a breakout, that's the way to go. See, timing wise, pretty good. Move this up higher. Yeah, because this is a structure, bullish structure move. So it's probably going to kick the can down the road. Probably pop through that now. No? Huh. Okay. Oh, shit. A railroad track here. Come up and right back down. There are definitely some sellers up there. So, all right, we're back in. I'll give this, let's see. Let that come back up, and we'll come back in. 2 pushes down in there. That should get it. Yeah. Okay. Come on, one more. Just get past this. See reaction there. See reaction. And okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. I can probably get out right there. Come on. Come on. Oh, geez. It's going to make me wrong. Yeah, it's gonna try and make me wrong here, huh? Well, if you're gonna be wrong, I'm gonna be wrong to the downside, wrong on the bearish side today. Like I said, that'll give you at least opportunity to exit gracefully in most trades. So I went short right there. I can start to get out probably around here. Come on. Get down there. I can roll the other one to break even. No? You know, people say don't roll your stops. There's probably some truth to that. I'm just trying to keep a big picture idea here. I'm just saying, like, let's think about this. Let's think about this. Where am I trying to get to? Where am I in? I can't add because I don't have any bearish structure confirmation. Again, my premise is 8 EMA. I need this to close above, right? And then have another candle break on that, and then that would create a bearish, or sorry, a bullish, truly bullish scenario. For now, though, just a bunch of bullshit. 15-minute, we have not broken 15-minute structure. We came really, really high up on it, on that tail. So I'd almost expect it to come back to 94 now. I will roll my stops a few points over that though. Right, and then I'll be patient with the rest. Okay, let's get down in there. Let's explore this chop area. Take one off down there to help finance things.
You win. Perfect.
With my other one, I'll roll 50% stop on it. It's just kind of aggressive. It's kind of aggressive. It's not too bad, but just a little bit aggressive. Okay, let's see, we got that. So, you know, I'll do the 38. I'll do the 38 on that. Or just past that 5. There we go. Let's keep on going back on that. I'm like, well, you know, what I want to do. Now we're about to get this 60-minute break, so there should be some good liquidity off of that. Some good liquidity flush going on in that. So here we go. Come on, bud. You can do it. You can do it. There we go. Of course, this is a lot easier to manage being short up here than that breakout. So that's generally the scheme of things, right? So now I can put my stop here past this 38.2, which is a trend, right? I can just roll that on down. Try and, you know, something that's running through my head right now is like, well, you know, manage this trade. You know, we don't want, or at least I don't want it to come back up into this area and back past this 50, right? Because that half back retracement to me is usually a really clear sign. In fact, I want it to stair step more than anything else. I want it to this area right here is now the zone. Right? I want to get out of that. I want it to stay below that. So this is the new zone. This doesn't exist. It's gone. So ideally I want it to stay under there. And I will hold this last one for a very long time, you know. So we'll see. We'll see. There should just be a lockout condition here where it's just not gonna come back up into this range. Really gonna, you know, really needs to stress these guys out, stress them the fuck out, right? So if they're hoping, if they got long up here or in here or whatever, then, you know, for them they're like, oh shit, you know, let me just roll my stop, or roll my target down within this chop range, and maybe I can get a graceful exit, because that's what I would do, right? I would give this a few minutes to play out, see if I can get that, you know, maybe. You know, whenever you get that thing here too, those people of course are going to be rolling their targets now to try to minimize their loss to just above here, you know. So they're taking a loss, they're just not taking as big a loss, so they're going to keep on, you know, you're going to get all these like sell things here. That's going to help my case, help my position survive, right? And then I'm just going to use this little expansion target. It's relatively modest to get down to the 70 area, and then I'll take some profit. I'll leave one runner just in case. Let's get this going too. What was this down to here? Okay, I'll exit around 60. Of course, the goal here is do not, is I don't want to distribute my short or cover my short within this, right? Within this area, I'll consider that. I don't mind getting stopped there because that's just, you know, I'm just wrong, right? I'm just completely wrong. As far as, you know, trades go and how I'm going to manage this, I do not, you know, if I'm short up here, I want to cover beyond that range, right? That's the goal. So looking good. Looking good. I'm trying to think, like, if I were trying to do a chase trade on this, and like I said, I hate chase trades. Just hate chase trades, right? I can roll this now comfortably up here. So that's good. I think I know where that is. It's pretty clear. So I don't need that drawing. You know, this type of little move here is normally a long thing, but only if you've tagged something significant. I don't see 74 as a significant level of like any type, right? That's good. We're not building some sort of trend line here. We'll now roll this stop here. If we got some sort of like reaction and came back up here, and then I'd be like, all right, I gotta just take one off. I gotta just take one off because then that would imply that there are limit buy orders that are being slowly rolled up, and that liquidity, your liquidity support zone, you know, the markets are thickening higher and higher. You don't typically want that, right? It's almost a too academic way of putting it, you know. So I know these things. I just don't like talking about them, you know. Like, who gives a shit? The market moves where it's going to move, and it, you know, does it make me a better trader to have a story behind that? Fuck no. Obviously, it doesn't.
You
Right.
win.
Boom. Boom.
Perfect.
All right. So we got that. That's a good trade. Final move here is down around the 60, and I'm gonna roll this stop into this prior chop zone area. Yeah. Let's see. If I zoom way in on the tick here. Way in on the tick here. Looks like this was the last time you had any kind of like noise around this area. So I'll go up. I'll go up like right there. Right to there. It should reject from that area. There shouldn't be any buying. You know. I do appreciate on high volatility days, like 100 points. 100 points is not a big. 100 points not really a big deal. 200 points. That's a big deal. You know, that's a big deal for me. On a day. You know. But yeah, not this. Here, I'll get a little bit aggressive here. That's a clear top. So let's just put our stop a couple ticks over that top. Okay, let's get on down there. Come on, bud. You can do it. You can do it. Starting to get some, you know, support there. Right? I can see that there was a little bit of, you know, this is like a micro, right? There's a little bit of micro support happening around there. We're starting to get some buyers. Start to get some buyers. I'll roll this. I'll be really, really aggressive now. I don't mind being aggressive. Till I get my fill, you know. But the grand scheme of things, okay. So I got out there. Grand scheme of things, good trade. I'll probably end the day on that. I like that. I also like that as soon as it went through there, it shot up. Right. It's always a bad feeling to have your stop tagged and then heads lower. But overall, illustration, I would say, of you know, because I averaged out. I had a trade where I averaged out, what was it, like around here? I think it was around here. So we averaged out around here. Took that inside trade right around this area, right? Distributed some. You know, the goal again for me anyway. Was this it? Yeah, that was the thing. The goal again for me anyway was to effectively cover below this area. Right, so that was my line in the sand. Let's see, is it this for lips? So covered some here. Oop. Nope. Do I have a circle? I don't think I have the circle tool thing. So covered some here. Ellipse. Here. Do I have a? I know that I have something here. Ah, there we go. There we go. I changed my shortcuts up, so covered some there. Where else? Where else did I cover? Covered some down there, right? Because we had this thing going. Is that right? Where was it? Yeah, I think it was down here. Yeah, it had to be because that was the expansion of that range. Yeah, covered some right there. And where's the final cover? And covered some right there. You know, so, and this is a good feeling. This is a good feeling. It's a good feeling to me anyway to get stopped before there's like a deep move against you. So overall, solid trade. Solid trade here. And we'll just end this on a strong note. So not sure if not sure if I'm going to get a strong setup like that again. I could probably hang around. I'm going to take this 120 points though, and that's going to be, I'm just going to bank that. We're just going to bank that for the day. A lot of trades. And yeah, here we go. Filling in some of that air now on this 5. Right. If I were to go short again, then I'd be looking to short right up in this area right here. Watch me flip this.